welcome to Spines and Covers. Today I'm doing a book haul. I spent too much money. I don't know how it happened. I went in for one book and these ones just kind of followed me home. Don't blame them, they're beautiful. Today I'm going to be doing my first book haul and I've never done this before because usually hauls involve clothing and I do a lot of those on my main channel. We're going to get into this. There's quite a few of them. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Can I count? There's 8 books. They're so pretty. The first book is My Sister's Keeper. I've already read this, but not this copy. I borrowed one from the library. I decided to get my own copy because it's a really good book. I prefer the ending in the book to the one in the film, although in the film I prefer that Kate gets to die and it's like her own choice and she gets to do that. But I kind of like how they worked it so that Kate gets to live in the book. Spoiler if you didn't know that. The ending in the book is kind of like, it's a bit shocking because there's like no warning that Anna's gonna die and that Kate will live. But I really like how they did it. It shows that like constantly, everything is constantly changing and like there is no set way of doing stuff and that you just have to kind of go with the flow and hope for a miracle or hope for a car crash. That's not a miracle, but it saves Kate's life. It's a really good book. I like the narrative. I like how you can like see things from different points of view and kind of you get to know Jesse a bit more. Like in the film you don't really get to know Jesse's kind of side to it and how he feels about the entire thing, but I really like how in the book you really get to know him a bit more. You get to know Brian the dad a bit more and I just love this book. It's by Jodi Picoult. Picoult. Moving on. Next up I have Looking for Alaska and Will Grayson by John Green. I pretty much read whatever my friend Sophie recommends and she always recommends John Green books. I have only read The Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns by John Green and I currently am halfway through the audiobook of An Abundance of Catherine's. Loved it, love everything Sophie recommends. So she told me to read these, she has read them and she loved them and so I figured give it a go. Not really sure how I'm going to get on with Will Grayson because it mentions clavicles a lot and me and Sophie were having an amazing conversation about what clavicles were in June last year. And we thought it was like part of the neck. Turns out it's the collarbone. So now whenever anybody mentions the collarbone, we're like, ooh, clavicle! I don't understand, but like, yeah, I'm super excited to read these books. Have no idea what they're about. This one, I kind of skimmed over the blurb of this one. I'm guessing because I thought the name was there twice because he was like a bit stupid, but apparently it's about 2 different people with the same name. This one, no idea. Apparently it's not about the state Alaska, it's about a girl. I hate going into books knowing what they're about, so I'm glad I didn't really read the blurbs on the back. Plus, I don't think the blurbs do them justice in any book, let's be honest. They either set you up to fail, or they just ruin the plot. Book 6, 8, they're out of order. Book 6, 8 and 11 of A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. I read the books when I was a kid. Couldn't find book 12 in my school library, my brother's school library, because I was in primary school, he was in high school, or the library in town, so I never finished the series. I read the first 11 books, and I had book 13, I just couldn't find book 12. Currently still can't find book 12, but I thought I'd buy them all, and then I can read them, so now I have 5 of them, I think. There's number 1, there's number 4, yeah, I have 5. I like the colour of book 11. Look at it, it's so pretty, it's like a teal turquoisey thing. I'm gonna drop them. Ah! I had a jab this morning. It's kind of a bit of blood on my arm, you can't really see. But it's making it really hard for me to hold books. I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you by Ali Carter. It's book 1 in the Gallagher Girls series. Absolutely loving this. I've read the first 10 pages. I remember everybody reading these a couple of years ago when I was like, yeah, like when I was going from like primary school into high school, so I was about 11, 12, and everybody I knew was reading these, including my best friend who lived next door, and she kept like telling me to read them. She was like, I will lend you the book, just read it. And I never got around to it because spies just didn't kind of, a school for spies, like no. And then I got into the TV show M.I. High, which was on CBBC, met the guy who played Lenny Bicknell, or whatever his name was. The guy with the afro who used to run the thing. Yeah, anyway. He's awesome. So I got into spies. So I figured I'd buy them. Gonna see how I get on with the first book. Depends on whether or not I will buy the other 3. but I don't know. See how we get on. Last one, 13 Weddings by Paige Toon. This is actually a birthday present for my nan. But we've been buying a lot of Paige Toon books for my nan lately because she read one book and then she got hooked. So me and my mum have been going around the second-hand bookshops, regular bookshops, trying to find any Paige Toon books. And my mum asked me to find out what all the fuss is about. So she gave me the book. My nan's birthday is in a month and a half, so I have plenty of time to read it. It's currently book 4 in my TBR pile, so I'll probably get around to it in like 2 weeks or something. Don't really know what it's about. Basically, I skimmed over the blurb. Again, didn't want to like spoil the book too much. It's about this woman who is a wedding photographer, and I think she falls in love with the groom. That's what I'm getting from this. It's not a YA book, not usually something I'd read. There are some non-YA books on my shelf, like a lot of the Val McDermid books. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to get on with this. Gonna try it, gonna see how I like it. If I do like it, maybe I'll read some more Paige Toon. Maybe I will read some more non-YA books. But that's probably not gonna happen because I'm a teenager and YA is like my category in life. That is where I am right now, so I kind of need to read YA books. Maybe I'll like this, maybe I won't. I don't know. Always the photographer, never the bride. I like that. Because it's like always a bridesmaid. That's worse. Especially if you take pictures at like your ex's wedding or something. That's terrible. These are all of the books I bought. I spent quite a bit of money. There'll probably be another book haul soon because there's currently £60 worth of books in my WH Smith's cart online. My mum told me to spend my Christmas money on something productive and good. So literature is productive and good. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna drop these. Most of the weight is on the arm I had the jab in. Thank you for watching my haul. Give the video a thumbs up because you like me. Do you? Please say you do. I need to be liked. I deserve to be loved. No, I'm not going all Crowley on you guys. It's too soon. Subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye. Ah! Shh. I caught 2.